Is it live? Okay, it's running? Good. Hello, everybody. It's me, Player Negative, and today. We're. So, if you read the title, you know this video is going to be talking about a few of my thoughts on Nintendo. And the legitimate aspect is, if I had to put it bluntly, and I'm probably never going to say this in any of my videos, they're screwed. They're screwed. They're just basically screwed. Is there literally anything to say here? Like, you mean to tell me a company that literally looked at the legacy they built, decided to burn everything down? Like, an issue with Nintendo and Disney is that the people running them had no idea what everything was built upon. It's like that episode of Amphibia. The entire shop that the planter stand was built on was honesty and customer loyalty. When they tried to stray away from that, the entire thing broke down. And that's just honestly the reality of where everything is headed. Things like Disney and Nintendo that had long-standing legacies are being run by people who don't know any better or don't understand what they're being dealt here. The issue isn't that, oh, Nintendo's bad, or oh, Disney is woke and bad. It's that the people who are running it don't understand what made the thing that they're standing on good in the first place. It's like if I painted a mural by chiseling it out in stone with my bare hands, taking the time to appreciate everything and build it myself. Hey there, buddy. Hi in the chat. Welcome everyone into the chat. Today we're talking about the issues between Nintendo and Disney and my personal thoughts on the whole preference in the situation. So let's get into it, shall we? If I had to describe the main issue that most people can describe, it's the idea that Nintendo and Disney are bad. Why that's not necessarily wrong, the issue is that the companies themselves aren't bad, the people running it are. Allow me to explain. A perfect example is, well, say I chisel a masterpiece with my bare hands, with a hammer and chisel. I take the time, make this... Yes, I am wearing a bandana. If you're interested, I have other things that I wear as well, but that's for the reason I don't show my face. I have zero tolerance to show my face. Why? Simple. The same reason Dream did. Privacy. Every person is entitled to privacy. It is their American right. But that is not the topic of today. The issue with Nintendo and Disney is that the chisel mural made of stone is being destroyed by a random person with a pickaxe who doesn't understand the value of what they're standing on. People like Bob Iger and Doug Bowser don't understand how good they got it and what they're holding in their hands. They don't see the value that you and I have grown up with and understood for the past decade. And that is the issue that we should talk about today. Starting off, but because I don't want to be a negative Nelly, even though that's literally the name of my channel, Player Negative, I will get into some of the good things. Number one, due to the nuance of indie titles crashing there are now more options that are both fun and affordable for everyone to get. Hello, Jaxton. Hello, Jet Dodo. Hello there. With all the situations going on with Nintendo and Disney, it's time to talk about the main issues. But I'm not going to start off this chat with being negative. No. I'm going to talk about the good highlights that have been currently happening in both the game and film industry. Yes, I can shout you out, Jaxton. Did you literally call yourself... Oh, it's Daisy, not Disney. My mistake there. I thought you just specifically called yourself Disney to just, rage bait me. Since we're talking about both Nintendo and my overall thoughts on Disney today. Yes, I'm one of those YouTubers like the Real Life Fake Wizard. Oh, because I like and subscribe. Well, that is very good. That is very good, Jaxton. Am I saying that right, Jaxton? Well, anyways, with that out of the way, let's get into it. Now, I'm not going to, like I said before, I'm not going to start off negative. Let's get into this. Number one, with the rise of indie titles, there are now newer and more affordable games people can get and find. And thanks to the Real Life Wizards website known as the Fake Portal, more people can find these games. Number two, we're getting a bunch of new movies that are animated independently or made by people who actually care about what they're doing. And lastly, Hollow Knight Silksong is out for only $20, so if you're interested in that, that's there. And also, Mega Man is about to get an entire run of comic books based off the newer games, so if you're interested in any of the Mega Man Timeline comics, they're coming out. Did I watch Luca? Jaxton. Yes, I have. I have watched Luca. And I think it was a good movie. Hello, can you shout me out and please name my... Danely is my real life name. You should not say that. Listen, I'm willing to shout you out, but privacy matters. Privacy matters. You should not just say that because more people can use that to track you. I love Luca. Yes, Jaxton, that is a good... Yeah, you see, my issue with Luca turning red and Elio isn't the fact that they're bad movies. They're overall okay. The issue is that they're too samey, in my opinion. And that it feels too much like the same archetype with a new coat of paint slapped on it. Like, Turning Red was not a bad movie. It was weird and kind of cringy, but it was not bad. Luca wasn't bad. Elio sucked, to be honest. It was kind of generic. And also just... It kind of tried to fix the problems that Lilo and Stitch did, where it tried to say, oh, having kids is a burden. Abandon them to pursue your own life and your own goals because that's what you want. Like, an issue with Nintendo and Disney isn't the fact that they're bad. Far from it. It's because the people who are running it have no idea what they are doing. Like I said before, it's like there's a chiseled masterpiece made by the hands of those who care, and then someone else comes along with a hammer, not understanding the importance, and destroying it. Sounds like you like labor. Well, I don't like labor, but I do find doing hard work fulfilling. You like Edna Sean? I have no idea what that is. You look like Ed Sean. Is that some sort of criminal? Well, I don't know what that is, but thank you, I appreciate that. Anyways, let's get into the meat. Is he a singer? Oh my gosh. Wait. Could Daisy comments please show up? Could Sergo 98U8E please show up? Honestly, when it comes to singers, I like the songs by AJR, Good Kids, The Beatles. I like a little bit of the song Punk Rocker, if that's what you people are interested in. But anyways, my overall thoughts on Nintendo is that they're not doing what they used to be. The people in charge are not doing the right thing. On the other hand, due to Doug Bowser's retirement coming up, which we're all excited for, we no longer may or may not have to put up with this. Like, we gotta make sure for a fact that the new CEO of Nintendo is actually going to turn things into the right direction. Are you an... No, I am not a fascist. I am not pro-fascist. My family voted for Trump. I wear this because I don't like to show my face. I don't show my face. That is my whole deal. I don't do that. How are you? Jackson asks. Okay, I'm fine. Can you show your face? No. No, I cannot. No, I'm not showing my face. Anyways, let's get into the meat of the whole situation. So, Palworld is definitely not fighting back at this point. Like, even though Nintendo destroyed their main game, they're not letting that crap stop them because they're still going. We're going to get a card game soon, an Animal Crossing-like game, a visual novel, because I hate calling those things for what they actually are, and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm both intrigued and interested for what is to come from all of it. But anyways, let's get into this. What is the next system besides the Switch coming out? Well, that's sort of the thing. I don't know, and pretty sure that no one is going to know. I mean, why build a system when you can make a PC? That is my question. Hold up, I gotta check something. Chat. Great. Just great. Everybody's gone. But anyways, the overall problem with Nintendo and Disney aren't that they're bad inherently themselves. It's that the people running it doesn't understand the situation. Yes, the chisel wall metaphor falls into place. I do not think the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be a good console overall. It did well on its launch date and became the most highly sold console in history, yes. But that was irrelevant because afterwards, it just died out. Sergo saying Banjo-Kazooie is... many people disagree with you on that. I have never played Banjo-Kazooie, so I can never say anything. Unless you're talking about nuts and bolts, I doubt anyone agrees with you on that statement. To be honest, when it comes to anything talking about the game so far that we're going to see, I'm waiting for Felt That Boxing to come out. It's probably not going to be on Nintendo Switch because I doubt the Switch could keep up with the level of realism it has. It's probably going to explode if you even try to download it in. And to be honest, it's probably not going to work in the slightest. You really need to be careful when it comes to the situation. Like, the Nintendo Switch 2, making a more powerful console was a good idea, but wait till it was more affordable. I'm just going to say that. And also, make it interesting. Like, the Wii and Wii U have a similar name, but they're inherently two different consoles with two different types of UI. And one looks better than the other. I'm not going to sit on my butt and tell you that the Switch 2 is the same. To be honest, The Wii U was never a bad console. It just had bad marketing. If it wasn't marketed like it looked like it was something for only kids, instead the demographic of like young kids and preteens like Nintendo's common demographic, it probably would have sold more. Alright, covering the next situation I feel like needs to be talked about. Glitch Production and their animated work with Dana Terrace, or known as the Knights of Guinevere. I watched the pilot. I thought it was interesting. To be honest, I did not care for Dana Terrace's previous work. Not in the slightest, because honestly, I haven't looked at anything Disney related in a while. And I do not plan to anytime soon. I mean, Tron Ares already looks like a massive flop, based off the trailers alone. And Ironheart, well, who's going to talk about Ironheart? It's just not going to work. And to be honest, for the most part, I'm just not interested. Because more people on this platform have made things in a more shorter amount of time on a shorter budget than what these people have been able to make. You mean to tell me 4 guys managed to create a game that's not only affordable but way more polished than anything the AAA could throw out? To be honest, I just need an independent studio to be given the budget of a AAA game, and I want to see it flourish. Like, if you gave the same amount of resources these suits have, they could make some pretty cool stuff. Then there's the delusional issues of Nintendo's fanbase. Because of the legacy Nintendo stands on, they have this group of people who become their automatic supporters, the ones who will stand by them no matter what. We refer to these people as shills, but Nintendo likes the fans, or normal people who grow up with Nintendo, are what we would call Nintendo fanboys. Now, a good poster child for the entire thing of this is Hardman Smith, because for some reason this delusional funk never knows when to stop talking. Like, I can't tell you the rest of how stupid this man is. You mean to tell me that you literally think GTA is for children? You are a crazy person and you need to be sent to an asylum. You make the guy who's obsessed with Pac-Man look sane. My overall thoughts on Nintendo and the gaming industry as a whole is that it's kind of just changing and shifting, and everything seems to be falling apart and reforming into something new. We don't exactly know where everything's going or what's going to happen, but we just have to wait and see how things turn out. On the topic of the Palworld lawsuit, I hope they win. Nintendo is just trying to throw more confusing word jumble to overwhelm people and try to make more vague patents so they could try to own the concept, because they couldn't take the fact that someone actually decided to make a game better than them. Palworld, despite losing the video game spot, is not going to give up, because the franchise itself realized that they had a hit on their hands. Now, do some of the Pals look like Pokemon ripoffs? Yes. But to be honest, they look a lot better. Like, Anubis is closer to the source material that Lucario's based on, and he looks a lot better. His muzzle is more rounded, his body is a little bit more different, and his eyes are indented instead of being printed on. And to be more realistic with you, Lucario's kind of forgettable when it comes to Pokemon, so I don't really care that much. And then there's the Disney adults. Nintendo and Disney are starting to look more the same, and I learned that I found the Hardman Smith equivalent to Disney. This one person is just so insufferable. And you probably don't know them, and I'm not going to say who they are because if they're watching this right now, they'll know that I'm talking about you. But the truth is that you are an idiot if you think that Megamind 2 was a good movie. There was nothing good about that movie. You absolutely have no right to lecture people of a property or a story that has stood the test of time and you deciding to bash its head in all for the sake of profit and representation that's forced. With all that being said, I'm just here. I'm just here by my own business. Oh yeah, Halo. Wonder where that game's going now. I actually haven't played Halo in a while. Oh boy, what I enjoy getting in that tank and shooting people down. Memories. I bet that newer game's not doing so hot though. Does anyone remember just getting on a game and enjoying it with just friends, just sitting down playing video games together? I wish we had more of that. I want to see newer developers make interesting games that people will actually want to try out. I want to see people actually make something that you can enjoy without having to deal with all the bullcrap like microtransactions. I want to deal with games that are actually viable, that are actually interesting, that don't cost $80. If you got something good, a story in your head as a book, movie, or game, get it out there and put it on a piece of paper. I want to see you make something interesting and push yourself to your limits. I want to see you take the time to actually learn some skills and do something. Because if you do that, who knows what else you can do. I'm just gonna say it. I'm tired. I'm tired of the greed. I'm tired of the complications. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the budget titles. I'm tired of the movies. I'm just tired in general of the political ideologies, the stupid agendas that plague everything we watch or enjoy. I'm tired of bad faith writers. I'm tired of political agendas. I'm tired of the left. I'm tired of the right. I'm tired of all of it. I'm tired of everyone blaming something for something they didn't do. I'm tired of people looking down on the current generation when it's their fault they didn't do anything to help the very people they were meant to guide. I'm tired of the pain, I'm tired of the lies. I just want some hope. Is that so much to ask? Hope? Isn't that something we all want? Well, fear not, because the truth is, it's not as lost as you want to believe. If you get out there and do something for yourself, if you decide to make something worthwhile, be it a book, movie, comic, video game, or whatever, you have the potential to do it. You just need to take the time to learn the skills and the understanding of how it is done. To be genuinely honest with everyone, I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm no lawman, I'm no lawyer, I'm not a designer, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm just a guy who enjoys video games, puts on a bandana and baseball cap just to cover up his face from the internet because he knows what happens when people get a look at you. And to be honest, even though my channel barely has any budget to do anything, I don't care because I enjoy what I make. I enjoy what I do. And I hope that you understand when someone gives you criticism, it's not because they hate you, it's because they want to tell you how you can do better. Everyone has the potential to do something more. My thoughts on Nintendo and Disney are kind of not in their favor. I don't think they're going to get better. I don't think they're going to learn or improve anytime soon. But I think that's okay. What they've done is done, and the past is the past. The only reasonable thing to do is to move forward and try doing what they wouldn't ourselves. Maybe I'm not the smartest man in the world. Maybe I'm just an idiot, and maybe I'm just some random guy who's yelling up at clouds on the internet. But to be honest, I don't really care, because as long as people hear what I have to say, I'm fine. I don't care if this stupid number in the top right that's only at 5 people goes up or down. Because I know at least if my voice is heard, and oh, look at that, the whole thing went down to 0 as soon as I pointed them out. Gosh, the internet never fails to put you down, does it? Oh, look, the number went back up. It's at 1. How long until this guy leaves? Why don't you put something in the chat for us, stranger? What do you have to say? What's your name, feller? Hey, hi there, feller. What's your name and what's your business? You hook? Bet you didn't think I could do that. I can do a bunch of different impressions. I can do Mickey Mouse. Ha. So, I thought you guys were into that whole representation thing. What do you mean you don't like my newer movies? I thought they were brilliant. I can also do the mask. Somebody stop me. Smoking is hazardous to your health. I can do the guy from Yakuza. Done, done. I can do the guy from King of the Hill.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Now, Bobby, I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't want to hear you scream like a little girl. I'm gonna let you plant your dang flowers. Dale, you got my ladder? I want to give this sucker a piece of my mind. Done it, done it. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Happy Ota Kamasta ito ite Tamayanoa Oi oi ano sara Oi oi ano sara. This is me and the boys playing the Atari. Me and the boys audition for Toy Story. Me and the boys crossing the street after we had our audition for the Lego movie. Me and the boys playing Roblox too. Me and the boys waiting for one of us to tie his shoe. Me and the boys uploading. Me and the boys on Reddit. Me and the boys after Brad's done with his edit. Me and the boys when I blossoms are car. Me with my girl knowing the boys can be far. Me and the boys changing wallpapers on the phones. Now that I'm missing the days with the boys and I'm alone, yeah. Me and the boys. This is me and the boys playing the... This is me and the boys playing the Atari. Me and the boys audition for Toy Story. Me and the boys crossing the street after we had our audition for the Lego movie. Me and the boys playing Roblox too. Me and the boys waiting for us. Tie his shoe. Me and the boys are voting. Me and the boys on Reddit. Me and the boys at the Brad's done with his edit. Me and the boys when I bought some that car. Me with my boys doing the... I put your new fudges on the chair. Come into the bloody bodies in the knees. Cause I'm a... Wait, I can't say that. Where's that dang fourth chaos? Da 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 da. Here's something stupid you never thought you'd see. A wooden knife. You want to see something cool? A wooden knife. And just like that, he's gone. Sing us a song, you're a piano man. Sing us a song tonight. When we're out in the mood for a melody, you got us feeling alright. Oh Lord, oh Lord, la la di di da da da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause when we're out in the mood for a melody, well, you got me feeling alright. Oh Lord, now, Lil Jon at the bar is a friend of mine who gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick. He said, John, I believe this is killing me, with a smile that ran away from his face. I'm sure I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Can you see all of me walk into my mystery? Step inside, hold on for dear life. Do you remember me? Capture you, set you free. I am all of me. I am at all these. I am at all of me. I am at all of me. I am. Just imagine Goofy as Shadow the Hedgehog. Where's that dang fourth Chaos Emerald? Sonic, is that you? You're gonna be done for. What the frick? What was that? Maxie, what the fuck's that? Oh. I come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog. Did anyone watch Sonic 3 and expect Eggman to make a joke that was a reference to his older roles in the movie? Like, some of his older roles were referenced in those movies. Like, when he said, "Look what you did," that was clearly a reference to the Santa Claus 3. And then you have other references to his past movies based on how he acts. Take this. I'm just tired, my friend. It's me here in this killer sushi with a knife. Yeah, he's gonna come for you. Just mind your own business. He's gonna come for you. He's gonna be coming after you fast. You see him. He's gonna be. You know, it was something weird. Apparently, there was a PETISA date for the Game Boy. Like, Nintendo let people just hook up their gaming console to something specifically made to knock you out. Like, could you imagine just a doctor being like, "Hey, you like Nintendo games? Here, take this." And then as you're playing it, you slowly realize you're being filled with laughing gas, and you pass out. Like, just let that sink in and give it a place to seat. And that's just something how it goes. I don't even remember what I was doing a video on.
I'm playing negative, and I'll see you later.